All right, let's actually start today in a child's pose. So let's come to a child's pose. If you want to have a blanket under the knees, you could do that. Go ahead and take the knees nice and wide. Maybe you want to come to the forearms first and then start to sink the hips back toward the heels. Only going as far as feels okay here at the beginning. Kind of check in, relax the head, blink the eyes closed, and let's find that breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Trying to make that breath deep and round. Maybe you notice those hips sink toward the heels just a little bit. One more breath here. On that inhale, as we start to rise up, we're going to mix a little bit here of cat and cow and child's pose. So on your inhale, we're going to flow up into a cow, lifting the gaze, drop the belly button. Exhale, we're going to round toward that cat and shift the hips back just a little bit. Inhale, roll forward into that cow. Exhale, round for cat and sink it back. Inhale, flowing forward. Exhale, round and sink. Let's take two more, your pace, whatever feels good. And then coming fully into that tabletop, let's take our hips a little bit back and forth, side to side. And then back into neutral. We'll keep the hips high and walk it out for a puppy stretch, breathing into the shoulders as we melt down toward the mat. And walking those hands back underneath for our spinal balance. Left leg out with the foot flexed. Engage the core. Add that right arm, reaching out long. Keep that breath slow, steady, deep. And we'll release. Switching sides. Right leg, nice engaged core. Reach out with that left arm. And we'll release. All right, walk those hands forward, spread the fingers, tuck the toes, and we'll send it up and back for that first down dog. Pedaling things out, bend one knee, then the other, get settled. And on our inhale, we'll travel to the top of the mat into a ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows. Maybe sway a little side to side. And as we release, we'll roll all the way up into that standing mountain. Take your time and let's roll the shoulders here at the top. Nice big circles, squeezing up, rolling back and down. And then the other way, rolling up and forward. And as we release those hands into our mountain, feel nice and tall, rooted, strong, but soft. On our inhale, we'll sweep it tall. Exhale, hinge, fold. We're going to step our right foot back, warrior one. Those heels on our balance beam, right toes out to 45 degrees, still turning toward the top of the mat. On our inhale, reach, sweep it forward, step to your plank, high plank or modified. Exhale to lower with control. Inhale, lifting the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, send it up and back, down dog. Could always take a child's pose instead. On your inhale, we'll travel to the top of our mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to sweep it tall. Exhale, folding, left foot back, warrior one. On that inhale, reach it forward, find your way to your plank. On your exhale, lower with control. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Bending the knees, we'll travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, folding, right foot back, warrior one. We'll reach it forward, step to our plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bending the knees, travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling tall. Exhale, fold, left foot back, warrior one. Inhale to reach it forward, coming to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or your up dog. Exhale, down dog. On our inhale, we'll travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it tall. Let's take some body circles here at the top. Stretch toward the sky. Get those hips involved. We'll switch direction. And on that inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, folding, right foot back. Warrior one. This time we're going to anchor in that front left foot. Start to lift the right heel. Engage that core. We're going to draw that right knee out in front toward that 90-degree angle. Keep that breath. Fix the gaze. Then we're going to take that right foot and we're going to plant it about a foot behind the left foot. Pyramid pose. So now we want those feet on railroad tracks. Nice tall spine, hinging forward. Find your stretch. Maybe you want to hang the head. Maybe you want to dangle the arms or even use a block for the hands. And then we're going to bend in those knees, plant the hands and step it back. Down dog. Couple of breaths, stretch it out. On our inhale, we'll travel to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall. Exhale, folding, left foot back, warrior one. Then anchoring in that right foot, start to lift the left heel, and we'll pull it out in front for that balance pose on this side. Each side's a little different. And then we're going to step that left foot back, about a foot behind the right foot, nice and tall, hinge and fold. We'll bend softly in those knees, plant the hands, down dog. Again, a couple of breaths here. And then as you're ready, back to that child's pose, sink it back, breathe, slow things down, release some heat if you need to. Another inhale, flowing forward, we'll send it up and back, down dog. Traveling to the top of our mat, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, folding, stepping our right foot back, warrior one. On that inhale, we're going to find humble warrior. You can hinge toward that left leg and just reach the arms back behind you, maybe gazing at that left foot. Or you can interlace the fingers, really roll the shoulders open and come into your fold, maybe even gazing all the way back toward the right foot. Rising up back to that warrior one. We'll anchor in the left foot, draw that right knee out in front. And we can stay right here in this balance, or we can add a twist. Left hand toward the right knee. Maybe that right arm opens up back behind us. Maybe the gaze follows. Back around to center. And we'll plant the right foot for our pyramid stretch. Nice and tall in the spine here first. Hinge, fold, breathe into the legs, into those hips. We'll bend in the knees, plant the hands, find that down dog. If you want, you could come to the plank to add the bottom of your salutation, exhaling to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, traveling to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it tall. Exhale, folding. We'll take the other side. Left foot back, warrior one. Settle in. Then we'll take that humble warrior, whichever way you like, with the arms hinging toward that right leg. Rising back up. Warrior one. Then we're going to draw the left knee out in front for balance. Again, feel free to stay here, or if you want, add that twist. And then coming back around, we'll plant the left foot, pyramid stretch one more time on this side. Hinge, fold, stay, breathe. Then bending in those knees, plant the hands, step it back, down dog. Or again, if you want to add the bottom of the salutation on this side, rolling to your plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. As you're ready, returning to child's pose. Sink those hips back, stretch in the arms, or wrap the hands back by the feet. Up to you, whatever feels good. On our inhale, we're going to return to tabletop, hands and knees, and into some cat and cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. If you like the flow we did at the beginning, sinking back a little bit toward that child's pose as you cat, feel free. Always make it your own. One more breath. And then again, the hips back and forth, side to side, all the way to one side, through center, all the way to the other side. We'll keep the hips to the left. Look around that left shoulder. And then through center, hips all the way to the right. We'll look around right shoulder. Coming back to center, out to our puppy stretch. Keeping the hips high. Breathe as we melt. And then walking back up, we'll lower a hip, finding our way into seated. Let's bring soles of the feet together. Bound angle, grow nice and tall. Hinge forward, find your stretch. Stay round, breathe. Roll rolling tall. Let's send the right leg out. Left foot to the inside of the right leg. Pull the right toes back towards you. Reach tall. Exhale, hinge, and fold. Rolling up. We'll switch sides. Left leg out. Right foot on the inside of that left leg. Left toes back towards you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge, and fold. And we'll release. We'll send both legs out. Staff pose. Readjust those sit bones. One more time, reach tall. Exhale, hinge, and fold. And as we release, let's plant those feet. We're going to roll all the way down onto our backs, settling in here. We'll do a little bit of bridge first. So plant those feet about hips distance apart. Relax the face, the chest, the arms. As you're ready, press firmly into the feet, lift the hips, and take your time lowering all the way back down. Nice and slow all the way up and all the way back down. On this last one, as we have the hips lifted, we're going to take our hands, bring them palms down right underneath the hips so that we land on those hands. We're going to take both feet up toward the sky, make our adjustments as we need to. Nice and controlled, a little core here. We're going to slowly lower those legs down toward the mat, trying to keep them where they just hover, and then we're going to bring them back up. Your practice, go to where you can, and then pull that core in, pull those legs all the way back up. Let's try to do two more. Nice. Release. Plant the feet, pull those hands out, and let's windshield wiper the knees back and forth a little bit, side to side. Maybe go ahead and goalpost the arms. And we'll drop those knees to the left. Maybe take the gaze up and over to the right. On our inhale, up through center. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. We'll take the gaze to the left. All right, inhale. We'll come back up into center. Let's squeeze that right knee into chest. Extend the left leg nice and long. And then we'll switch. Pull the left knee in, extend the right leg. And then hug both knees into chest. Rock it out side to side. Feel free to find happy baby if you like. And then as you're ready, Shavasana, we'll send the legs long down the mat. Of course, feel free to use any props you want to at home to get nice and comfortable. Walk the shoulders nice and low. Let the feet fall open to the corners of the mat. Relax the arms. Let the head and the whole body be heavy here. And just return to the breath, following each inhale, each exhale, really using those exhales to release. A few more breaths here. Maybe scanning the body from the crown of the head down to the soles of the feet. Inviting some movement when you're ready in the fingers, the toes. Maybe a nice full body stretch. Pointing the toes, reaching the arms overhead. And then we'll make our way to either side, rolling to the left or to the right. Pausing for a few final breaths to breathe in all the good, to exhale out onto the mat anything we're ready to leave here. As you're ready, we'll press up and meet in a nice, tall, easy seat, settled in the sit bones. Ah, nice deep breaths. Thank you so much for sharing practice today. Namaste.